Bodybuilding gyms are cringy. I train in a bodybuilding gym. I used to train in Pure Gym like 10 years back. I actually ended up getting banned from Pure Gym because I used to record fitness videos. Obviously, we jump forward 10 years. Everybody records in the gym way more disrespectfully than I did. I used to train at 11 p.m. at night and record then, and they still didn't like me. Anyway, I got kicked out of that gym and ended up signing up to a local bodybuilding gym. And I ain't gonna lie, I used to think before this point that a gym is just a gym because it was known that this gym that's not too far from my house was pretty good. And a few people said to me, why don't you train there? And I was just like, weight's a weight, a gym's a gym. At this point, I've only ever really trained at Pure Gym. So I thought all gym machines were the same. And boy, was I wrong. As soon as we switched and I went to this gym, I was motivated more from the people that were there. The equipment was better, and in general, the environment was better. Because I'm gonna be real, when I was at Pure Gym, there was people that used to show up in like jeans in the gym. Maybe in the specific Pure Gym I used to go to, it was called Buford Park. But anyways, I'm going to go over this person as to why he finds bodybuilding gyms cringy. Because yeah, I love my bodybuilding gym. I enjoy it. But there are probably some aspects I dislike. And I want to see if he touches on any of them.
So, I went to the gym earlier. Now, I train at a bodybuilding gym instead of a commercial gym because I prefer the gym equipment there. So I'm on the chest press and this guy next to me with his training partner, he loads up the machine, starts doing some reps, and then he starts making these grunting noise going, oh. And I couldn't help but cringe the fuck out because it doesn't matter how difficult your set is. There is no need to be making noises like that. And this is why I love running so much. Like, you're outside in nature, just minding your own business, got your headphones in, and you're not around any idiots making these weird noises. Like, I served 5 years in the army, and one time we had to go on an exercise running across Dartmoor with 30 kg on the back, and not one time did I stop and start making weird dog barking noises.
I actually agree and disagree with him specifically, and I'm going to tie it back to an instance happened in my bodybuilding gym. There's this one guy in our gym. I mean, he's annoying. Like, he's basically what this guy described, but times 10. It doesn't matter what weight he's lifting. He grunts like heavy. He'll be grunting and like pushing 15 and 18, just getting warmed up. It's hell of annoying. And he ended up getting in an argument with this other guy who also goes to the gym, who trains around our time often. And he was more or less saying, bro,
I've been training all the time and you're always fucking grunting every 5 seconds. He goes, I understand when you're lifting the heavier weights, but you're grunting when you're just starting your sets. Why are you doing?
And they got into a back and forth, and the guy was more or less saying, well, you know, when I'm lifting weights, you know what I mean? I like it in the moment. And it was like, I understand that, but at least wait until you actually need it. It feels like you're doing it just to showboat. And if I'm being completely honest, I do believe that's why he does it, because I have seen him lift some heavy weight, and he's grunting when he's lifting like damn near a tenth of that weight, and he's starting the exercise, so it isn't really necessary. So I can see why he finds that annoying, and it is cringy, but I understand that when you're lifting heavier weight, those sounds just happen. There's too many people in the gym that I've seen do it, and various other sports do as well. Like, if he's saying this now about bodybuilding, you have to also remember some other sports, for example, like tennis. Those people during tennis, they grunt every time they lift the ball. So personally, even though I do dislike it, I understand that it is something that does happen, but there is levels to it. You can't just be grunting after every and any set that you are doing in the gym, because it does look try hard. It looks like you're almost purposely doing it just to gain attention, and it is really annoying. And this specific dude, even though this is the one instance where I've seen someone actually call him out on it and was super like annoyed at him, we all know it, because when he does it, we all look at each other and just go and just do that, which means that we all subconsciously know that this guy's a dick. So I do agree, it is probably one of the more cringy, annoying things in the gym. But cringiness aside, I will say, I would highly recommend that any of you that train in a commercial gym that maybe doesn't need the 100% flexibility of 24/7, consider trying out if there's a local gym near you, even if it's just like a one-day pass, and see how you feel. Because if you were anything like me when I was at the beginning, when I was training at Pure Gym, if they didn't ever keep me out and ban me, I probably would have still be training there now, because I'm not someone that gym hops all the time. Once I have somewhere that I kind of enjoy, I stick to it, which was why I like going to the gym. Pure Gym was 24/7. It allowed me to record late at night when most people weren't around, so I stayed there. But when they keep me out, I had to adapt. And when I found Emporium Gym, thankfully, they were also 24/7 at the time, so I could still do the same thing. But once I got over that anxiety of going to like a much more, you know, gym where I'm a lot smaller in the pond, because obviously there's people in my gym that are like proper people that compete, that they're much bigger than I am, especially at that stage. So once I got over that somewhat little bit of a fear, it was the best thing that could happen to me. I saw better results due to various reasons I mentioned earlier in the video. I just feel like sometimes to get to the next level, you have to put yourself somewhere that may feel a little bit uncomfortable and ideally rise to the occasion. I know it sounds super extra, but it really did change my fitness journey going to that type of gym. So I'm not saying you can't see any results at the gym group or a Pure Gym or Anytime Fitness or even a Planet Fitness in America. I'm just saying that it may be worth just running down to a local gym and see how you find it. You may find that you thoroughly enjoy it. And if I'm being completely honest, the majority of any few annoying altercations I've ever seen or had in the gym has typically been in a commercial gym. In the local weight lifting kind of gyms, there tends to be a different level of, I'm going to say, respect, but also obvious fear. And by that I mean not being scared of the individual people. I more mean they create an environment that there are consequences if you fuck about and do dumb shit. You won't just get banned. Someone will probably come and shout and yell at you, whereas somewhere like Pure Gym, they'll probably just send you an email and just tell you that your membership is banned. There's a much more human interaction in these type of gyms. But anyways, people, if you are watching this video so far, please hit the video with a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. Let me know how your fitness journey has been going so far and what type of gym you currently train in. And I'll see you guys in the next video, especially if you click it right now.